9 p.m. New York time. You can ask your question. You can type it your question on YouTube. This is the Tarot Live like every week, every Friday. So I am Raphael, the world's medium, your tarot psychic medium person for 1 hour tonight. This is a time for you to ask any question you may have about work, love, money. Every week, 6 p.m. LA time, 9 p.m. New York time. We'll talk a little bit about astrology at the same time. And you are invited to already start typing in your question. I'm checking the special monitor to see if we are connected right now on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. And once again, you can type in your question. I think it should be, yes, I think we're connected. I can see sending data online. So we are online. It is working. I'm excited. Okay. So I'm back in the main room and I'm going to tell you a little bit about astrology right now and tell you what is happening this week for you. And we're starting with, let me take my little iPad. We're starting with the Aries this week. Let me just do my hair a little bit. Okay. So this week, what we have for Aries, you can see, no, it's a stain on the screen. Aries this week, it's a moment for you to love yourself. It's very much about loving yourself. You're giving yourself too much love to people. I'm an Aries as well. I'm just giving too much to people. So keep a little bit for you. Love yourself. It's very important to do that this week. Treat yourself with a little ice cream. Somebody says, Adiba is here. She says hello. So I'm glad that you're here, Adiba, with us on YouTube. I know it's 2 a.m. right now in the UK. So I really appreciate you being here. You'll be first. But now let's talk about the Taurus this week. So there's a lot of love for Taurus. You might be finding the true love this week. So maybe the Valentine was not last week. It's actually this week for you. I love it. It's like love, true love. The card that came up is the soul connection crystal. It's the lovers. So there's like a twin flame or like a really close person that can bring a lot of things to you. So it's a time for true love this week. I remind you, I am Raphael, the world's medium. Every week on Friday, you can ask me questions about love, work, money. I have been doing tarot readings for 30 years. I'm also a medium. I connect with spirits. You can ask your questions, and all you need to do is to subscribe to my YouTube channel. The link is right below or above. It depends where you're watching from, or you can type in youtube.com/Raphael Psychic. It's completely free. You can ask a question. This is the RTWM Tarot Live every Friday, and LA time 6 o'clock, New York time 9 p.m. I used to do a Zoom meeting, but I temporarily paused it for now because we used to be hacked all the time. So now type your question in YouTube just like Adiba just did. And I'm sure she's going to ask a question. And that's kind of how it works right now. So then we have the Gemini this week. Have some gratitude for what you have. You know, we always want more in life. But this week, Gemini, just be happy with what you have. You don't have to get that little dress you found on Beverly Hills, or just be satisfied with what you have and be thankful for it, because it could be worse. You know, sometimes you think, okay, yeah, I don't have everything I want. I don't have everything I need. But you know what? I could be in the street without food. So be thankful for what you have. Gratitude is the word for you this week, Gemini. Then we have Cancer this week. So Cancer this week, it's about courage. You might need to like show, you know, how strong you are. You know, sometimes, as I always say, Cancer is a bit like a crab, you know, crab or lobster. There's this big shell around that's protecting you, but inside there's soft meat, you know, and so the soft meat sometimes needs a bit of courage. So this is what you will have to do this week. Be really courageous. It hasn't been always easy for Cancer, especially recently. Cancer doesn't like all this instability and what's happening in the world with COVID and all that, and they're very sensitive. So you might have to have, you know, to show that you have courage. That may be what you need this week. Then we have, let me see on my iPad, we've got Leo this week. Leo, it's about heart healing. You know, it's always about that. Give some love to yourself. There might be a relationship or something that hasn't been really working very well for you. So now is a time for you to fix that, you know, to reconnect with the person that made you feel that way. And if it's not somebody you can really fix things with, maybe you can see what has been making you feel that way and feeling empty, feeling a bit sad, you know, emotionally. So this week you need to do this heart healing. This is really what you need to do. The crystal that is connected to it is called dioptase. It's a bit expensive. It comes from Africa. It's beautiful. It's green. I love it. I wish I had one. I don't have one. It's green, this dark green, the color that is always very good for the heart. It often are green crystals, just like emerald as well is very good for the heart. And dioptase, I don't know how to say it, but anyway, it's a beautiful green stone from Africa, absolutely beautiful. Then we have this week for the Virgo, that's where we are. So the Virgo this week, communication, you know, it's very much about communication, communicating what you feel, reestablishing that, you know, sometimes Virgo is just doing their little thing and they get hurt a little bit, they don't talk about it. So this week is very much about reestablish all that. And I would say that we had a Mercury retrograde. When this planet Mercury is retrograde, all the communication go like this. And so it's very important when it starts going forward again, which is in a few days from now, to reestablish all that. So if there's like a message that didn't go through, this is the moment for you to make sure it went through, like an email, phone call. Virgo always like to do things by the book, to do things really take the time and do things properly. So they would be really upset if a message didn't go through. So this is for you, Virgo, this week. And then we have Libra this week. So Libra, I can see the animals, the spirit of the animals. So if you have a dog or a cat, or if you wanted to have one, this is a moment to connect with the spirit of the cat or the dog or the animal, whatever animal you like. This is what the advice is for you this week. You know, we connect with the animals, very important thing for you. You can also think about what animals you see in your dreams as well. Sometimes we dream, I always talk about this dream I had like a while ago, but there was this kangaroo that was hugging me, a big kangaroo, massive kangaroo, was just hugging me, and it was such a beautiful moment. Or sometimes in Mexico, I see these whales jumping in the ocean, you know, so from the window, I see that. It's completely crazy. I see these these whales jumping, you know, who could see that from a window? So it's quite interesting. And there's always a message, you know, whale is a message of love. The kangaroo hugging you is a message of that everything's going to be okay, keep moving. And so it's you know, you have to connect with animals. That's for Libra this week, all right? So then I wanted to say hi to Candace, who just connected and send us a message on YouTube. Welcome. Could you just ask a specific question? That would be even better, Candace. And let me know as well, what is your sign? I'm curious because I'm talking right now about Libra, and later I will respond to the questions I have. But meanwhile, let's talk about Scorpio. I can see a sense of a conflict this week. So you got to be a little bit careful because people are going to push your buttons, you know, like Scorpio doesn't. Scorpio is chill, but then you'd better not mess up with them because then they can just get the clothes out. So they might be something like that for you this week. I would advise you to wear a black tourmaline. It's very good to, you know, to kind of protect yourself from people annoying you, you know, sending these spikes on you, you know, so it's very, very complicated. I see Candace is Gemini. Yeah, we talked about Gemini already a little bit before. So gratitude was a key word, but then I will tell you more about your question. So then we have Sagittarius this week. So I remember Adibai Sagittarius. So this is for you. Once again, it's a reconnection for you to, you know, ancient wisdom, different shamanic things, astrology. Being here with me tonight is a good place to be, you know, because also asking questions here teaches you more about all these dimensions that surround us, tarot, astrology, different energies, and how and why things are happening to us, and how can we have an impact on these by using energies and power that we can't see. So it's very much about that, Adiba. Maybe it is a moment for you to read about that, you know, read books about that. Maybe you can master things. Whatever's happening around you could be a very good way for you. You know, reading and learning more about that could be a good way for you to control everything and understand what's happening around you. Also, I wanted to tell you, you're very young, so it's very good to learn that at a young age, because then once you learned it, you can use it during all your life. So that's for Sagittarius, ancient wisdom, okay? Very good to reconnect with these energies. It could be also yoga, chakra. All this is very interesting for you this week. You are digging deep into that. And then there's Capricorn. Capricorn, the card that came up was the card for the past life. So the crystal is a lapis, you know, lapis lazuli. This is a beautiful blue. It's a dark blue stone that is a really beautiful stone. It used to be extremely expensive. It used to be like one of the most expensive stone, especially for the Indian Aboriginal, you know, the Indian natives used to really worship that stone very much. And it's a stone that can really, when you meditate with it, it can tell you more about what happened in a past life. What is going on this week for Capricorn is, the question you should ask yourself is, why, you know, the people that you are surrounded by, have you met them before, maybe in a past life? Does it feel that maybe they can help you? or annoy you, or see what's going on around you. There are some people out there that could come from a past life, or what happens to you right now could come, you could feel like, I've seen that before. This is interesting. You could maybe meditate on that, maybe use that crystal as well, the lapis, to analyze what is happening to you and all these important people, important things that are happening to you. Maybe there is a connection with a past life. Sometimes in life, we meet someone, we feel that we've seen them before. It's really weird. We just met them at work, or we met them in a club, or we meet them in a supermarket, and instantly you feel like you've seen them somewhere, you know them, they know you, something happened with them. So Capricorn this week, think about these people that you feel you've met already, because they should be a meaning in that, and there's something to gain from that, to understand from that, that can keep you going and understanding who you are, where you're going, where you're headed. So then we have, after Capricorn, of course, we have Aquarius. I say it every week, I'm going to say it just like a last time. We are in the age of Aquarius, so the whole world is led by Aquarius. Aquarius is very much about vibrations. It's an air sign. It's about the computers. It's about the spaceships, the sky, the virus. So there's a lot of things happening thanks or because of Aquarius, but we're definitely moving into the future as we saw it in the 80s in TV shows, or as we see, as we see it right now on Netflix, where everything is going faster and faster. So that's very Aquarius. So for you this week, be flexible this week. There's a lot of changes coming your way. So you need to be flexible, adapt yourself to what's happening. If what is going on is not exactly what you planned, then you might want to do something else with it. The road is not like a fixed path. Sometimes you need to adjust your life to what is happening to you. So this is what the horoscope, the astrology this week is asking you. You have to be a little bit flexible. I want to remind you who I am. My name is Raphael. I am the world's medium. I'm a psychic and a medium. I've been doing tarot reading for 30 years. I travel around the world. I'm right now in Mexico, but I used to live in LA. I go to Paris. I go to London. I meet people and clients. I do readings for people. I also appear on TV, on Psychic Today in the UK. And also I'm here every week on the RTWM Tarot Live, 6 p.m. LA time, 9 p.m. New York time. By the way, if anyone wants to tell me if this is a good time for LA, 6 p.m. or do you feel that 8 p.m. would be better? I would love to know. But then for the New York people, it's very late. So I would love to hear your comments. Do not hesitate typing comments and tell me what you think about it. And now I'm going to end up with Pisces. What's happening for Pisces this week? I can feel a need for clarity. Things are coming, there's more clarity coming to you. You will get some answers, some response about all the questions you have. And the Pisces Pisces is basically like a fish in water, and they like the water to be clean and clear, and it's getting clear for you this week. So I like that clarity for you, Pisces, with the tanzanite crystal is very good for you. I can see clarity. All right, so now you can ask me questions about work, love, money, anything you would like to know. This is the space for you to type in your question on YouTube every week on Friday, 6 p.m. LA time, 9 p.m. New York time. And I'm going to show you a little bit my card first. So I use 3 different type of decks. I have some others that I'm not going to show you today, but maybe another day. So I like the Tarot of the Tsar. It's something I really like. It's gold and it's red and it's very interesting. There's 78 cards, like a normal tarot deck, classic tarot deck, not tarot deck. And basically, I'm going to tell you a little bit how it works, because I know you want to have an answer to your question, but sometimes you wonder, how does it work? How does this happen? How can you do that? So it's very simple. Basically, what I do, I shuffle the cards, and each card is like a letter of an alphabet. And then I put cards on the table, and each card has a meaning, and then it creates a combination of pictures, and it's like letters, basically. And then in my mind, I get this, I get flash, I get images, I get intuition, I get feelings, and then that's how I can respond. That's how I can bring an answer or the guidance to the question you're asking me. So that's the Tarot of the Tsar. I like it a lot. It comes from this kind of Orthodox influence from Russia. So that's why it's red gold, and it has all these images of angels and church and things like that. I think it's really beautiful. But then we have the regular Marseille Tarot as well that I use. So this one is obviously from Marseille and in France. It's one of the oldest one. It's very classic. It's more, I would say that the image on it are more like, it's less like a fairy tale. It's kind of more straightforward the way it looks like. But I like this deck as well. I like to use it because what it is, what you get, you see what it is what you get. You know, it's very, very simple. What you see on the card is really what is happening. It's a very spot on kind of tarot deck. I like it for that reason. So anyway, I'll just show you a little bit so you can see more. And then I'm going to show you as well my crystal tarot that I use a lot. And it's very good because each card has a crystal on it. So I use it for astrology. And not only gives you advice on which crystal would be good for you within a given situation, but it's also great to actually get an answer, you know, in situation without the crystal. Seeing the crystal gives you like an image of it just gives you guidance, it gives you insights, it helps me a lot. So I feel that the combination of all these decks is very good for me to bring answers. And also I use real crystals. I just show you one of them here. So this is I completely forgot the name. I know exactly what it is, but it used to be used to actually cut food and stuff. It is I forgot the name. It will come back in my mind when I regain my mind in a few minutes. So now I'm going to answer to answer Candace's question. Okay, I'm sure I don't pronounce your name properly, but Candace, yeah. So let me see the question asking me, should I have more children? Okay, so let me see if you should have more children. And then, okay, you asked me 3 questions, but maybe we're going to focus on one, okay, to start. So should you have more children, Candace? Let me see. Should you have more children? Is that a good idea? There's Jane joining us. Hello, Jane. Great to see you. What's your sign? Type it in. I would love to know. So let me see now with Candace. We're asking this question. Should you have more children? Is it a good idea? So let me see. Let me put some cards. Is it a good idea or not? It seems to be a good idea, in fact, to have more children. From what I see in the cards, you know, you would like that. It's very much in tune with your family values. It would be a good idea. It feels good. It feels like that's what you want, but you're not sure that you will have enough resources to make it happen. You're not sure that it might cost a lot, might be a bit difficult. And but you want to, and I feel there's a bit of a pressure from your family as well, telling you, yes, you should have more children. It's good to have children, you know. So anyway, the answer is yes, you should. It feels that way. Do not feel like you will feel lonely doing it. It's a good idea. You should have more children. From what I see in the cards, it's a very it's a positive answer. And also it's very important to follow your principles as well, you know, because I give you answers here, but it seems that what the card said is that you have certain principles, certain values, you live a certain way, and it's definitely in sync with the way you live and the values you have to have more children. So the answer is yes, it feels that way. I'm going to move on to Jane now. I don't know if you have a question, Jane, who are Cancer, and you are in the month of July. So we spoke a little bit about Cancer minutes ago and saying that Cancer this week, let me see what I saw for you. I'm going to tell you again because you just joined what I saw. I completely forgot what I said. But yes, this week we had for Cancer here courage. You know, you might need some courage this week. And the crystal that came up was the tiger eyes. So it's a crystal that helps you having this courage, this strength, the strength of the tiger. You know, don't mess with me. I'm strong. I'm the tiger. So Jane, that would be a great crystal for you this week. I remind you, my name is Raphael. I am the world's medium. I have been doing tarot reading for 30 years. I also communicate with spirits, but today we are focusing on your future. You can ask me any question you want, a specific question about work, love, money, health, something you would like to know. What is going to happen in 2021? What is important to you? Why do you need clarity in your life? You found the right place. youtube.com/Raphael Psychic. This is where you can ask your question. Adiba, if you wanted to ask a question, you're welcome. Type in your question. And then meanwhile, I'm going to answer another question that Candace asked because we have a little bit of time. So let me see. You are asking me, Candace, as well, what does my love life looks like? So let me see. And then, okay, so let me see. I'm going to answer that question. So your love life, let's just see a little bit what is going on with you, Candace. Your love life. So let me see, present, future. And then I'm going to... I feel good about your love life. You know, I wish I was you. It sounds good. I like what I see. I feel that you're loved, you know, very much. It took a little while for you to balance, to find the balance in love, you know, with, I don't know if there's someone right now in your life, but I feel it's coming. There's somebody liking you, loving you, wanting to give you, to help you, to be close to you. And I can see that there will be a good balance with that person in the future. So the love life looks good. If you're not with someone yet, someone really wants to be with you, wants to help you, wants to be nice to you. So this person should be even nicer actually next month. I feel March should be a good month where they will help you, they will come back to you, they will give you love. I like what I see. And then together you'll be able to build something a bit later on. So the next 3 months are pretty good. I feel quite good about your love situation, Candace. It's quite good. I like what I see. Now I'm moving on to Adiba, who asked a question. Okay, so I said I would meet a guy, call him T last week. He's very nice. He seems really down to earth. Is there something I need to be aware of about this guy T? Because he doesn't seem a bad guy. It's true. It's interesting. With the tarot, what I like, you can really see, you know, when you just met someone, you can pick a card and see if this is worth it, because someone might look really good and nice and kind, and then there could be some surprises that you will discover in a few months, bad surprises. So it's always good to pick up a card when you met someone. It's good to come to the show Fridays 6 p.m. RTW and Tarot Live, and to see with all these people you're meeting, all these sexy people you're meeting, or not sexy, or anyone you're meeting, we can check here together if they have an agenda, and if the agenda is good, and if they really want to be nice to you, if it's just a game, because sometimes it is. So let me see if T is a good guy for you, Adiba. If there's, you know, let me just see what is going on. He seems really down to earth, you say. So let me pick a crystal card this time, and let me see what comes up. Communication, I like what it says. You know, the fact that this card comes up, not only goes really well with my background, as you can see, but it's not done on purpose, and it's not funny, I know. But this aquamarine card with like that talks about communication, it seems it's very clear. You know, it is someone you can be yourself with. It feels that way. You can talk. You can really talk. You can say things. It's clear. So I like what I see. You know, I think he is a good guy. I don't feel that there's something that you should be aware, or, you know. No, he's a very good guy, I think. And also I feel that there's a lot of instincts inside of him. You know, he does things according to his instinctively, which is good, I think, to be instinctive, you know, because we are animals at the end of the day. We're not like robots. So it's good to use your instinct. Sometimes it's very much that way. There's something about animals as well that comes up. I think he's probably good with animals, or he likes animals, or there's a connection with nature, which I like about him. I think he's a very good person to have conversation with, exchange things with, exchange your view. It's very clear. There's a sense of clarity about him. So I think what you see is what you get, which is good, you know, because that's what we want. What you see is what you get. So let me see. Jane now is asking, nice to meet you. So nice to meet you, Jane, to have you here, I think, for the very first time, because I don't recall knowing you. Thank you for being on YouTube. So you are asking me about babies. I'd like to know, will I conceive soon? So let me see if you're going to have a baby soon. So what I want to tell you when it comes to babies, I usually like to focus on my mind and see if I see the baby coming, because something that we don't often think about is that a baby, okay, it's like a baby, it's a human being, but then there's a soul somewhere ready to come in a baby, basically. So usually what I can do, because I'm a medium, I can connect with a spirit that wants to come in your baby, basically. And so let me focus on that and see what I see with you. I do feel something. I feel, so soon is always a good word. Do I see that soon? I'm not sure, but I see someone very fast, you know, in the mind. I feel that the person or the baby that you will have will be very bright, very Aquarius kind of thing. I'm not saying he will be Aquarius, but I feel it will be somebody who's very fast in their thinking, you know, and maybe scientific. It could be like a baby that will later on be like a scientist, or I would imagine it will be a guy and someone very, very, very intelligent that can really maybe work with computers, or that this is the soul, I feel, of the baby you will have. When are you going to have this baby? I hear February, so I know we are in February already, but maybe next year, February, so it might happen soon. You might do the baby soon, and then the baby comes 9 months later, obviously. But I feel that it could kind of happen quite soon, like the making of the baby. And it's going to be someone very intelligent, that's very good with computers, numbers, analyzing, I get, yeah, somebody very good with that, maybe calculating a lot of things in the aviation industry or spaceships or NASA, or that's what I'm seeing around the baby you will have. So you will be in good hands because, as I said, we are in the age of Aquarius, and it's good to have that kind of baby because that's exactly where we're headed. You know, we're headed into the future, the numbers, the spaceships. So if you have a baby that's going to be that way, it's totally the best. So that's what I feel for you is going to happen. And I would say next year in February, something like that. But I feel like you could be making it now, basically, very, very soon. So that's what I feel. I wanted to say hi to Kristen, who's joining us on YouTube as well. Hello, Kristen. Great to see you. And you said my friend texted me on V-Day, on Valentine, like you predicted. So I'm very happy my prediction happened, because sometimes it happens. Most of the time it does happen. Actually, most of the time it does, otherwise people would not come back in the show or not call me. But yes, it does work. I have been doing tarot readings for 30 years. Let me remind you, my name is Raphael, the world's medium. I use tarot readings. I'm also a medium. I just used that a little bit for Jane because she was asking if she was going to have a baby soon. And I really felt a connection with the spirit of the baby that's going to come. So yes, I feel that she's like, that's so much more than I could have asked for. Yes, but that's what I feel. It's going to be a baby like that, like a boy with a lot of yeah, electronics. And you will tell us anyway. I'll still be here in a few years, so you will see. I hope you will come back to me and tell me if that baby is really much about calculating and very much of a scientist kind of person. So we'll see that. I can't wait to know. And then we have Adiba said, okay, the person I met is very much like that. I said, you know, with a lot of clarity. So yes, you can really be yourself, really. And she hopes to spend more time with him. I really hope that for you too, because I like that the person that you connected to, T, is very, very clear. And it's so difficult, I find. There's very few people out there that can be clear about what they say, what they feel. They don't double think, you know. It's good. It feels good sometimes. It feels like clear water, you know. You're just swimming in the water, enjoying that beautiful water, communicating with this person who's just like clear water. Sometimes it's a relief because you always want to think, okay, what is that person thinking? What do they really think? Do they care about me? Do they don't? Is it true what they say? So I feel that this person, T, is clear. It's nice. It's reassuring. I like it. Okay. I wanted to tell you guys, if you're watching this show right now, this is the RTWM Tarot Live every Friday on YouTube at 6 p.m. LA time, 9 p.m. New York time. All you need to do is to subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/Raphael Psychic, and then you can type in your question just below the video, and I respond to it just like I do every week. So now let me see if I have another question. Candace is saying, wow, I should have asked, do you see a new baby for me? But yes, Candace, I want to say, I do see a new baby for you. Absolutely. I don't know, but I feel for you, the baby is going to be different. It's going to be a baby that is more, because Candace asked earlier on, you know, should I have more babies? And I said, yes, you should have more babies. It feels that way. I feel that the baby you will have is more like, I feel like someone who's more, maybe who can cook, who's very much into food, who can cook really well, a bit of a Epicurean. It could be a girl that really likes to, you know, nice things, nice, beautiful things, a little bit like into luxury, a bit like a Taurus, you know. I could see someone like that who likes comfortable things and luxury and beautiful things and all this kind of eating well, the beautiful things in life. So I see a complete different type of child, which is great as well, because, you know, children that can enjoy what we like, good food, good places, hotels, chaise lounge, you know, I feel that kind of child very much into the comfort of life. And it is very important, you know, being comfortable in your life, enjoying that, being able to provide that for others. In fact, this is what a mother should be doing anyway for the children, you know, providing comfort for the children, giving them good food, giving them comfort, and be nice with them and love. So that's very much a child. I feel like a girl that should be that way, very much caring about others as well, always wanting to make sure that everyone's okay. A good mother as well, I feel. So that's good. That's a good type of child too, you know, very good, very earthy, very connected to the earth and the good things. So yes, that's what I'm sensing. So let me see a little bit what is happening in the chat. So I wanted to remind you that, let me just close that little thing that appeared. Okay, so Kristen is here. She says, hey, Kristen, if you have a question, you can absolutely type it in, and then I will be happy to respond to your questions. So I'm going to scroll up a little bit up, because Candace was asking me what the career looked like, if she maybe should change, you know, of career. And it's true right now with the COVID in the world, a lot of people are wondering, you know, maybe it's time to change, because now that you know that crazy things can happen to the world, you might reconsider, you know, is it right what I'm doing right now with my life, with my career? So it's a very good moment to evaluate what is right, what is not, and there could be some changes for everyone, you know, right now. So let me see for you, Candace, what you asked me earlier on about the career. Should you change your career? So let me see if it's a good idea. Let me see. It feels like you like what you do, you know. I feel you have a special talent. You are good at what you do. There's something artistic about it. So you enjoy what you're doing. There's a lot of people around you. This is something that you appreciate, you know, having people around, talking to people. There's a sense of beauty as well around. So it's kind of nice where you are. It feels quite right. But it feels that eventually you will need to probably change, because it can't keep going that way. There will be a change coming. I feel something is different. Something's going to change. Not now, but like in a few months, I feel that there will be a change. I don't know what to really say about that. It feels that the business maybe you're in could end. This is what it is. So the field you are in could actually end, and there will be a need to find something else, another field, another kind of job. So it's good to think about it already. And let me just see if I get more indication on where you should be and where you should be looking already. Because, you know, it's good to do the cards, but, you know, the whole point is to see what is going to happen, so you can start, you know, evaluating where you should be, what changes you should make already, because you know what's going to happen. That's what I'm telling you now. I feel the business you're in is going to end. So it's good to already shift and understand where you should be. So let me see what the crystal card want to tell us. Interesting, the patience card. I feel that you could be helping people or companies to become bigger, to succeed. So that could be a new job for you, being almost some kind of mentor, you know, someone who helps things to grow and people to grow and go further, and company to grow as well. So maybe with the knowledge you have and all the people you have, the network you have, using that to help people having more, becoming bigger, growing more. So I can see you doing that and helping people and companies to do that, to become bigger, basically, to grow. I can see you doing that. So let me have a little bit of tea with a tea bag in it. All right, because I keep talking and now I don't have the Zoom anymore, so it's only me talking. So it's a lot of talking, as you can see. So let me scroll down a little bit what is happening. Okay, so Adiba is asking another question. I want to remind you, this is the RTWM Tarot Live every Friday, 6 o'clock. LA time, 9 p.m. New York time. Of course, you can type in your question in the YouTube and I will respond to it. I've got all my cards. I just show you a little bit what I got in my hands. I got the Marseille Tarot here, so I'm using it, responding to all your questions. You want to know about love, work, money, health. You have any question about yourself or about someone that you love? You want to know what is happening with that person. Do they love me? Do they care about me? Should I call them? Should I text them? This is the right place to be, to ask me, because I can pick some cards and tell you what is happening, if they love you, if they don't love you, if you should call them, if they're going to call you, if this is the right person. I can use my crystal cards, and I also have the tarot of the stars, of the Tsars, or stars, or whatever you call it, that is gold and red, and it shines, and you can get all the answers that you need. So this is the right place. I like this effect, by the way. I think it's fun. It looks a little bit like, so you can ask, of course, questions about work, love, money, and type it in on the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is youtube.com/Raphael Psychic. So if you see that on Facebook, for instance, just click on the link below or above, and then join me on YouTube. Ask your question, just like Kristen just did. So let me see. What is the energy between me and my friend in the next months? Romantic date is somewhat... Okay, that's two questions. Yeah, she asked me two questions. So what is the energy between me and my friend in the next months? Okay, so Kristen has a special friend, and let's see what is the energy for the next month, which is which is March. I do a show in French, at the beginning of the day, and then I do another show in English at the end of the day. So sometimes I get mixed up with a bit of Spanish on the beach. So it's a bit of French, Spanish, English, and then sometimes it's hard to find my words. So next month is March. And let me see for Kristen, what kind of energy I see between you and this special friend you have. And I'm going to pick a crystal card for next month. Emotional healing, interesting, very interesting. So I know Kristen likes to do healing as well for people. So maybe the healing energy that she likes to sometimes use, in life, maybe it's working, and maybe she has maybe you have something, a role to play in this emotional healing, So I love that crystal, emotional healing, and this card as well. And it feels very much like the moment to fix all this, sadness you've had during this COVID times where people can't meet each other, everything is so complicated, so it's really stressful, and we all carry anyway some heavy emotions from whatever happens to us in our lives. So it will be a time for emotional healing between the two of you. That's what I see with the cards, so it's good to see. And maybe you could do some little rituals as well, use some rose quartz, and keep the fixing. We all need to be fixed, we all need that. So I think you're going to be part of it, and it's going to be a good time for you. Now, Adiba is asking another question right now. So would it be possible to know what job, if I get one, would I be doing this year? Okay, so let me see. I'm going to see what I hear, what I see in my mind. Okay, so I have a vision. Right now. I see you. It's not a typewriter, but I see a typewriter. I know nobody uses typewriters anymore, but I see you something. I see you typing things. You're typing in. You might be doing something that's, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's boring, but it could be a bit of that data entry or putting things in the computer, typing and like copying. I see books as well. You could be writing books or like writing things in connection with books or article. Article would be a fun word, but no, I don't see you doing that. Writing, blogging, inventory as well. I can see, there's books and then you write down, this is a book, this is a thing, and like, you get what I'm saying? Like writing, a list of different books, different things, making listings. I can see you doing that, but I definitely see you typing a lot, which is, everyone's typing a lot right now. But I see you doing that for a living and typing and writing and doing research. But you're typing I think you're typing very fast. I have the feeling you can type very fast because you see my hands are a little bit like yours. So it feels that way. Typing, listing, typing, looking. I can see you doing that. But once again, it could be blogging and research, journalist as well, journalist kind of thing as well. I can see you doing that too. So I feel that this is what you will be doing. But I see you in a room. I don't see you alone on your side. I see you with other people around. So it could also be in, I don't want to say for sure, but it could be like a magazine or newspaper or something where a lot of people are blogging all together, typing, and they are comparing what they do. It could also be a library, but something like that. I don't know if that speaks to you, but that's what I'm seeing. I see the typewriter flashing in my mind. So I hope you will have something better than a typewriter to type all that. But who knows? Okay, so then we have Candace who said, you are right, I was thinking about the same things. I'm looking to invest in people's lives. Yes, so you could be a mentor, helping, empowering others. And there's so many things to do right now because everyone's looking to change. And, once again, with these COVID times, a lot of people have had to evaluate what's right for them. Maybe they don't want to go to an office anymore and they need to see how, to reinvent themselves and see what's right for them. The same with some companies that used to work a certain way, like hotels. A lot of them are turning into office now. They're renting the rooms into office. They're turning them into office space, which I think is a very good idea, by the way. And so how to, to spread the message and to get people to want to rent the room as offices. And so, a lot of companies need to reevaluate, or a lot of restaurants, I guess, need to be better at takeout food and, and maybe not waiting for customers to come, but preparing food and bringing it to people and spreading the message. And by the way, talking about that, I was watching recently on YouTube this restaurant in New York that does sushi that costs, I don't know, $200 for a few sushi, but it's supposed to be very good. And they had to completely repackage everything because obviously it's a restaurant where you would not order takeout. It's a restaurant you would go to. And now they made this really nice box. And anyway, it's too expensive. I think it's a little bit crazy to spend all that money just for takeout. But still, they do, and it seems to be delicious. And so they imagine all this packaging. And so, you know, a lot of hotels, a lot of places, a lot of restaurants, a lot of businesses have to evaluate how they work. So that's where Condes, maybe it would be good for you. To be part of that, helping companies and people to change, to evaluate, to have a new evolution. So you say, I would love to start or involve myself with a transitional housing program for women and children. Maybe two, maybe that's a good idea. Let me just pick a few cards and see if this is a good idea, you know, to involve yourself with traditional housing program for women and children, because I guess that is needed anyway. That's always a good idea, you know, because people need that. There's a big need for housing for, you know, women, children, as you say. So let me see if that's a good idea for you. Let me see if it's a good idea. Well, I mean, it feels like it would take some time, but it could work for you. It could work for you, but I feel that there's a blockage right now from doing that. Maybe there's not the right funds, but I feel that it's quite stuck, you know. It feels kind of stuck. It's difficult to be part of these kind of programs. Yes, it's difficult, but you can make it. But it's difficult. I see difficult. This program you're talking about can be difficult for you to be part of it because I don't know, maybe because of the connections or you have already, or I was thinking more like of private people that would advise and, you know, and tell them. And that's what I was feeling before, more than like the kind of program you're mentioning. That's kind of what I'm sensing. But of course, it's always great to try. And I wanted to remind you as well, what I'm telling you is advice, but remember, this is your life, and you, at the end, you are the one taking the decision, not me. You know, in life, we're all like in a car, we have the steering wheel, and we decide to take right or left. And then we get some advice sometimes. You know, people say, oh, no, you should take left or right. That's what I am. But I'm not here to dictate what you should be. Because, you know, sometimes people think, oh, the psychic said this, the psychic said that. Great. It's great to have good advice. But once again, remember, you are in control of your life. And in the end, ultimately, you are the one taking the direction and deciding where you want to go. It's very important to remember that you got the power, not me. But I'm here to advise you. And I really like to do that. It's really, really exciting. So we have Kristen, who is asking, okay, so she was asking us before, I'm going to get back to a question you asked me, romantic date in somewhat near future. So let me see if there's going to be a romantic date with your special one, special friend. So is that going to be a romantic date? So let me scan a little bit for the next 3 months, what I can see with that. So let me shuffle that and see what is happening. So we are in February, so February, March, April. Let's see for the next 3 months if there's a romantic date happening for you. So let me see. You know, I feel that it's very likely to happen in February. And I know there's only like a few days left in February. I mean, there's about 10 days or 9 days. But I feel that it could happen before the end of February. It feels that way somehow. There's something, I feel there's an opportunity for you this month in February to see this special person. So, you know, for Taurus, I know you're a Taurus, Kristen, so be bold, be a little bit crazy, you know. And you know what I saw in the cards today for Taurus is twin flame, special love, you know. So maybe this week would be a good week to initiate a reconnection or to suggest maybe meeting somewhere, because I feel good cards. I want to show you, by the way, there's a word coming in, and I always want to remind you that I call myself the world's medium because this is my favorite card, and it's not by accident, it's the best card. It's a card of the accomplishment. It's like, you know, you really reach the top after, you know, the tarot deck have 21 cards, 21 major arcana. This is one of them, and this is the one that crowns all the other cards. I like it because it's the accomplishment. I'm all about accomplishing things. I mean, the journey is very nice, you know, getting somewhere, but when you finally get there, it's so exciting, isn't it? So that's what I'm feeling for you, Kristen. You know, the card that comes up is this one, and you've got the star as well, which I like, you know, so the star is always helping you. It's like your good star that's here with you. So it seems that it's quite a good week this week, you know, like this coming week, Monday, Tuesday. It would be great to send a little message or maybe suggest you maybe meet somewhere, even if there's this COVID stuff happening. You know, still, it would be great to imagine something. I feel it would be better now than later somehow. I don't know why, but it feels now would be a better time than April, for instance. April's going to be a little more tense somehow. So it would be good to see now, you know, see what you can do right now. So let me see. Let me go back to the question. So I wanted to tell you again, remind you, I am Raphael, the world's medium. I have been doing tarot reading for the past 30 years. So with my cards, I can tell you more about love, work, money, passion, health, any question you have about yourself or about somebody else. Sometimes we want to know what's happening in the mind of the neighbor, the work colleague, somebody you work with, your boss, your lover, your neighbor. What do they think of you? Or like somebody you saw in the supermarket and you see them every Monday, you go, you're buying things and you see them behind and you're like, oh my God, who's this person? I want to know, are they single? Are they for me? Or tell me more. So you can ask the question today, every Friday. It's every Friday, 6 p.m. LA time, 9 p.m. New York time. All you need to do is to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You type in youtube.com/RaphaelPsychic. Wherever you see that video, there could be a link on top, above, or below. You click, you join me, and you can type in your question. I also talk about astrology, and I use all kind of cards. I want to remind you as well what I use. I use my crystal cards, which I love. You know, they're very nice. Each crystal has a meaning, and when I ask a question, I pick one of the cards, and the crystal that appears on the card is like basically the advice that you should follow, and the crystal that works in connection with the question, with that one question you just asked. So I really like these cards. I also have, of course, the Marseille Tarot here, which is very classic. It's been hundreds of years. This tarot deck has been used. It comes from France, from Marseille. So I'll show you all the cards. And of course, all the cards that I pick, that I put on the table, it's like a sequence. And then the sequence reveal a story. And that's what I come up with. That's why I tell you when you ask me a question. I love this card, by the way. I just wanted to show you this one. Oh, I have to go reversed, I think. Yeah, because everything is reversed. But this one, no, it's this one. This one is a nice card, by the way. I just wanted to tell you, this is the Ace of Coin. It's very nice. It's when a project is starting very nicely, you know. You have the Ace of Coin, that's what it means. It's very much about a new start, something that could generate money, that could launch something. I really like it. It's a good card. When you're looking for a job, this card comes up. It means great things are starting for you. So let me see a little bit if we have more questions. So today it's a little bit, I wouldn't say it's quiet, but you know, I used to do a Zoom meeting where everyone could appear in the Zoom. But after I spoke about this Zoom meeting with a lot of people that were watching, they told me, you know what, we prefer to come on YouTube, type in our question, and then you respond. And then it's just, we get our answer. You know, we could just type it in quickly. Maybe sometimes we're in the car, we stop at the red light, we put the question quickly, blah, 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 does he love me? And then I can respond to it quickly. And then the next red light, you can see, okay, he loves me. So, you know, it's kind of more direct, more straightforward. You can ask your question directly, work, love, money, health, you know, every Friday, 6 p.m. LA time, 9 p.m. New York time, you have that space. It is yours. You can ask a question for free. My name is Raphael, the world's medium. I have been a psychic and a medium for 30 years. Picking up tarot cards. I really know a lot about the tarot. I use it all the time. I've been working all over with it. I also work with celebrities, and maybe I'm going to be soon able to reveal their names because they allowed me to do so, but I'm not going to tell them tonight. But it's interesting. I've been working a lot in Hollywood with a lot of different people, with normal people, with in St. Bart's as well, in Paris as well, in London a lot, and of course in Puerto Vallarta in Mexico. I have been working a lot in Dubai as well, and in Qatar, and all around the world, really. My clients are all over. There's all kind of people. A tarot reading can be good for any kind of person. If you're a businessman, you want to know what's going to happen in your life, you know, you are transitioning, you want to apply for a new job, it can work as well. It can, you know, you can find the right direction for you, what is right for you. Or if you need to move somewhere, you're not sure, should I stay in LA? Should I move to Spain? Am I okay in Europe? Should I move to Mexico? Should I change my life? This is the place where you can ask questions, work, love, money, guidance. I am here for you every Friday for the RTW and Tarot Live, 6 p.m. LA time, 9 p.m. New York time. This is your space. Just type in your question. So let me see. There's a little more question. So Adiba is asking another question. Will my possible future job be the motivation for me to move out of my own place finally? That's a good question. Let me see if this job could actually get you to move out in my own place. So to get your own apartment, your own place. So let me see if this will be the motivation. Let me see this job. I would ask it differently. Will this job allow you to actually get your own place? I'm going to pick just one card. No, because it won't be great money. I have to say this job will not be sufficient money for you to move to your own place. It's going to be a start, but it's not yet. It's not happening yet with that job. So it won't be the it will not be the element that really makes you move. You know, this job will be more like something you do. It's interesting, like an entry job, and you're starting something. But I don't feel that this is going to be what will make you move somewhere else. That will happen later. That's what I'm feeling. So let me see. Crystal had another question. I'm going to answer it. So you are lucky, guys, tonight, because we don't have a lot of people. So you get like 3 rounds of questions for all of you. And I'm excited for you. It's your space. This is the deal. You can type in your question and I will respond like Aladdin. So let me see. Crystal is asking, I have a new headshot on March the 2nd. Will my manager get me auditions as a result of this in the next few months? So let me see. You are getting headshots on March the 2nd, so you're gonna get new headshots. Will your manager get you auditions thanks to these new photos in the next few months? So let me see if these photos are going to be good and really help you with your manager working harder on you, or for you, not on you, but on your career, working more, you know, and helping you. So let me see what this headshot's going to be like. So there's no outcome. Let me see. It's interesting. I would say it's interesting because it's a mixed bag. It's a great idea to do it. I think this question has double side. I think it's great for you to do these photos because they will help you reach the top. So these photos are going to be great. But then the second question, is your manager going to really help you thanks to these photos? I'm not sure that it's connected. I don't think that your manager is going to help you more because of these photos, but I think these photos are very good. And yes, I think if your manager helps you, it's not going to be thanks to these photos. It's going to be thanks to something else, but not to these photos. So don't just do these photos to please your manager. Do these photos because you think they can be fabulous and help you, but there's not such a great... it doesn't have an impact on your manager or on what your manager is going to do for you. But these photos, it's good that you do them because they will come out really, really well. So that's a good thing to do them, regardless of the manager. So let me see what I get. So Candace is asking, I'm torn between 2 men that I feel for. One man we will call D, the other man we'll call S. I want to know what to avoid or who is better for me. That's good. It's better to have 2 than 0, right? 2 people, so at least you have the choice. You're not stuck with one person. So let me see. I want to say hi to Gacha Life Vlogs. Welcome to the show. You can, of course, type in your question. It's great to have new people that I've never seen before, just like you, Candace. It's great to meet you today. I've never seen you before in my whole life. So it's good to discover. I get to meet new people. It's exciting. So let me see. Candace, is D better for you than S? So which one is better for you? So you're here. Let me see. D. Okay. So let me see. There is D here. There is S here, and you are in the middle. Wow. Okay. I would say that S is better, but they are both good. You know, I understand. I feel that S comes from the same kind of background as you. There's definitely a connection. It almost feels like you're from the same family. So there's a true connection. It's the same type of people. So I like that usually because, you know what? Yeah, I feel that S is definitely the right person. You know, it's definitely the right person. S feels like there's a word card coming in, you know, and there's his world connecting to yours. I'm not saying D is bad. There's something exciting about D for you. But S comes from your world. It's like it's just perfect for you, you know. So I would not bother about D, I have to say, because S is just the real deal for you. So I would say S is the guy for you, you know, very, very much. And it's great. It seems to be really the right person for you. Same type, you know. What people say as well, and what I feel is that very often people say opposite attract, but in fact, I don't think it's true. It feels that in life, we always tend to hang out with people that have same values as us. And at the end of the day, it seems that this is exactly what happens. We end up with someone that's very similar to what we know, where we come from. And S is the person that I see will be just really suitable for you, Candace. So yes, I don't want to talk too much about D because S is just too good for you. It's just the right person, you know, not too good for you, but it just sounds too good. It's good. Very good for you. So then we have Mattia who's here. Okay, so let me see what she's asking me. I haven't answered your question, Mattia, because I did not see your question. So now I'm seeing it, and thank you for typing in it. And it's great to see you on YouTube as well, because you used to come on the Zoom, and now I see you on YouTube. So it's great to have to connect with you here. By the way, you can invite your friends. If you like this reading right now, you can share the address of my YouTube. You know, you can really invite all your friends, and it's fun as well sometimes what we have on this other show in French. We have different friends that are connecting, and then they comment what's happening, the questions, the answers. It's kind of almost a chat thing, and we do that all together. I respond to questions, bring you the answers, and then everyone discuss. So it's a great space as well. It's a community for you to communicate with other friends and say, hey, come in, you know, last week, this is what he said about the love, and then maybe you can ask as well. So it's a great place, you know, for you to bring your friends as well. And then Mattia says she misses the Zoom meeting. I know, but we were hacked all the time on Zoom. So this time it's a little bit different. And then let me see, I'm going to answer your question, Mattia. We're getting close to the end. So you just arrived on time. Will I get an engagement ring next month or sooner? So let me see if you're going to get an engagement ring next month or sooner. So next month is in 10 days. So let me see when that is happening. Are you getting it? So let's say like now or next month or later. Let me see. Now in February. I feel that I would say next month. You know, you've got the star coming up for next month, which is March. So I feel it's very likely to happen in March, this engagement ring. So yeah, I would say March. The engagement ring should come in March with spring or probably before. So not in February, but I feel that it will happen for you in March, next month, the engagement ring. But you will tell me, of course, I'm sure you will come back next Friday to tell me. And yes, so anyway, we're getting at the end of this show. Tonight was a little bit different. There was no Zoom, but you know what? There will be in the future. I will bring special guests as well, other people that are very much in this field of psychic medium. There will be experts in essential oils and you know, maybe celebrities or people. We'll see if they want to appear. So it's going to be fun for us to be together to talk about it. And by the way, if you want to comment as well on YouTube right now and tell me what you would like to see, I always like to have your comments. It's very important for me because it really tells me more, you know, it helps me, it guides me in doing what you need, what you like. So I really encourage you to comment. If you want to say anything about the show or things that you would like to see that would inspire you a lot, write it down. I would love to hear about it, and I'd be very, very happy to do what you say, to follow your orders. So thank you very much, Candace. I hope I will see you next week. Thank you, everyone. It's great to see you. And I wanted to remind you that on Monday, every Monday, there's this other show called Talk to Spirits, where I communicate with spirits. It is at 6 p.m. LA time, 9 p.m. New York time, and we talk about spirits. You can type the name of a person you want to reconnect with, of a spirit, and then I will reconnect you to that spirit. Sometimes it works, sometimes it's more challenging, but it's going to be really interesting to do that. Again, we've been doing that for a few weeks. So Monday, it's the Talk to Spirit, 6 p.m. LA time. It's been great to be with you. I had a great time. I can't wait to see you again. You take care for now. Have a beautiful weekend. See you on Monday for the other show and Friday for the RTWM Tower Live. I am Raphael, the World's Medium. It's been a pleasure to be with you. Take care. Goodbye.